Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an M53 M55, the Tier 9 American SPG. This one's located on the eastbourne of Sand River, probably my favourite map, and it's under the command of Did You Feel It? Now, I can tell that that's the 8-inch howitzer. It doesn't extend over the front of the vehicle. If it did, that would be the 155mm gun, but it's the 8-inch, which makes this an M55. Game started. Now with the M55 you get 1050 alpha, penetrating 52mm of armour and a burst radius of 11.1 meters. That's a hell of a big splash, and it also means that it's a lot of pain for the enemy. And Did You Feel It loves extending his arty love towards the enemy whenever he can. I know, that's just a little arty joke for you. Okay, he's ready to go. Just needs a shell in the breach. It's a tier 10 game, and well, the first target's a tier 9 T54, a medium, who's stopped there for a moment. He got tracked and now he's out the game, and that's the first kill for Did You Feel It? Yes, I think the T54 definitely felt it. Now there's 3 arty on each side, and well, they're fairly well matched. We've got a batch at 155-55 and 2 M53 M55s. The enemy team got the same. Now I know that tank drivers don't like it when there's 3 arty on either side, but you just have to learn to live with it. If you can't live with it, then don't get into the kitchen. You can't stand the heat. Rounds out the 100. Well, it was a close hit, but I don't think he actually picked up any damage. He definitely stunned the target because he's showing stun at the moment. The shell probably missed. He'd pulled away before we saw the shell land, so we didn't actually see what the result was. Still a few seconds before we're loaded. 34.45 seconds is the reload time. He's not using premium consumables. That would speed up the reload quite a bit. Okay, and the other thing is when he's extending his aim, he's scrolling the aim out. Now you can massively speed up the aiming if you just hold down your control key, move your cursor over the minimap using your mouse, and then you right click the cursor on the area you want to see, and it takes you there straight away. It's a very quick way of aiming at the enemy. And the first target he's going for up here is a FV215B183, the Death Star. Batchat 25 ton found him, but unfortunately the Batchat just got hit. And I think he was hit by a Centurion. Death Star's just over that ridge line, but we can't see him at the moment. And Did You Feel It's loaded, but he can't see the target. Oh, there's the Death Star. He's going after the Batchat, and the kill shot goes to him. But let's see if we can extend some love back in his direction. Well, that's certainly a hit. 562. He set him alight. He did apparently have a premium fire extinguisher, so he put out the fire after only 81 hit points. But still, it's an earner. Now, something I missed out on, but did happen earlier. When he fired one round at the T110E5, instead of actually hitting the E100, he actually somebody hit the T110E5 after he fired, and so he picked up 1,529 hit points as stun assist off that T110E5. I didn't spot that earlier, but it actually does show up on the record. You can see that he actually did hit the E100. He got 413 hit points of assist off that. Going for the Jaegeroo now. He's climbing up that hill. If he keeps doing that, he is going to get hit. Actually, I think he's looking at our guys in the south. Okay, we're loaded. Rounds out. Oh, right into the side of the casement. 397 hit points from that. Excellent shot. Right on the vulnerable part of the tank. Oh, it looks like the enemy arty are having a go at our Jaegeroo and the Object 430U on our team too, because they both got stunned. Now the Jaeger is no longer in sight, but he is still there somewhere. We're only a few seconds away from having another shot. He marked the ground to let his teammates know that's where he's looking. That helps the Object 430. You can see he's ticking affirmative. He knows that he's got Arty support for whatever he spots. And that's really reassuring for the his teammates. The IS-32 rounds out. We're not showing any assists there, but... Oh, he did stun him. He did stun him. The 430U will appreciate if there was a shell coming in to try and stun the enemy, but unfortunately he's just been stunned himself. Only a few seconds and we'll be ready again, but that IS-32 looks like he wants to finish off the 430. Just fired one shell in. Can we stop him from doing the other one? Rounds out. He's trying to go for the rear of the tank. Yes! 409. And the IS-32 goes down. The 430U got him. And so I'm sure he appreciates that support. I don't think that would have been possible without that bit of help, because the 430U didn't have much in the way of hit points left. One of the enemies got very close to our cap. In fact, two, a Bobject and an AMX-30. But we're looking at the Death Star. The enemy did have two Death Stars. There's the Bobject. Rounds out. Oh, well, he got 318 splash. Now, the Bobject on the enemy team is trying to kill our Death Star. Did you feel it ducked in behind the rock to avoid getting hit by any shots? And the AMX-30 is going for our cap, but we do have our own Object 268 nearby. Trying to get a shot in that convoy now. Almost loaded. Now we can do a lot of damage to the convoy because he's very lightly skinned. Rounds out. Incoming. 410. Unfortunately, the 430 goes down to the convoy. But that convoy is now stunned. He's been hit again and re-stunned. The Jaeger is going into a position so he can actually get up there. And there goes the convoy. So, two tanks up on the enemy. They've got three Artys, two tank destroyers left. The tank destroyers are both Death Stars. One of those is one of the guys that we hit who's got 2 kills. And we know he's missing a huge amount of hit points. He's the guy who's in C6. And he's being indicated by our other teammates. Did you feel it's going for him? Oh, and the kill goes to the M53, M55. Our teammate. We're now looking for the other one who's somewhere in the riverbed up this end. In the general vicinity of Grid Square D3. He's the only tank destroyer left. The others are all Arty. Now they're indicating A4 is where the shells are coming from the Arty. We've got a Hesh barn going up there. Notice I don't use the S word because, yes, don't want to get demonetized. It's silly anyway, because the FV4005 Stage 2 was actually designed to fire Hesh. That's the principal reason it had that gun, and that's its principal ammo. There's the Death Star. Line him up. Did you feel it's going to lay one on him? Splashes him for 104, but he's stunned. And that might give our guys the opportunity to get in there. T95's going in. Did you feel it's getting ready for another shot? And there's the RT. Yes, they were up in that corner of the map. And well, he's decided to go for them first. Or is he going to do that? No, he's decided he's going to hit that Death Star first. He's ready to shoot. Rounds out. Good shot. 244 near miss. It keeps him stunned. And the 268's going in from one direction. T95 from the other. They can catch him in the crossfire. The FV4005 has found the Batchat, who goes down. So we just need to finish off this Death Star here. Loaded. Rounds out. This could be a hit. It is! 414 hit points. The 268 takes a big hit, but the T95 goes in from the other side, and it's all going to be over very, very shortly for that Death Star now. There's not a lot he can do. He can't turn his gun, and that's it. He's out. So it's just the M53, M55 who's left, and he was last seen in Grid Square A2. At least that's what I thought. I wonder if he's actually relocated. He might have done so. Well, did you feel it? Being a What Arty Noobs player, he knows what the P in propelled stands for. Well, the P stands for propelled. And there's the last enemy. He was actually just killed by the Heshbarn. So the game is all over. Okay, let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an Ace Tanker, but did you feel it in the M53, M55? He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 8. He also picked up a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. And if we look at the team score, we can see that he didn't get the highest damage in the game. No, not by a long chalk. That went to the Heshbarn with 6,853 hit points. That's a huge amount. And more than likely, he was using the Hesh in that game, I would think so. 11 shots fired, 9 direct hits, 6 penetrations. And that sort of figure, yes, I think he was firing Hesh. He was firing Hesh. No doubt about it. So he did get the 2nd highest damage on his team, but 3rd highest damage overall, because the M53, M55 on the enemy team managed 3,912 hit points. So he was 900 hit points more than Did You Feel It? When it came to kills, it was the Heshbarn again with 7 kills. The Death Star on the enemy team managed 3, and then there was 3 tanks who managed to get 2 kills apiece. Unfortunately, Did You Feel It only got the 1 kill during that game, but when it came to base XP, it was that Heshbarn again with 1272 and then 1132 to Did You Feel It, and these were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base experience points, and of course it earned an Ace Tanker for Did You Feel It. He fired 13 rounds, got 6 direct hits, no penetrations but 13 splash, damage of 3,067 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 1, and did 232 hit points of damage assistance and 4,083 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 45,885 credits, got 50,000 credits from Veni Vidi Vici, and after resupply of ammo, and these shells are expensive, he still made a huge profit of 94,518 credits. He picked up 1,132 XP, times 2 for the first victory, picked up 3,396 experience points to take away. So, pretty successful battle on what I believe is it's my favourite map. I mean, it's the easiest one to play on if you're Arty from my perspective, because all those rolling dunes, it does make it so much more fun. And even Erwin Rommel said he actually preferred the desert because, of course, there was no civilians involved. It was just forces against forces, no casualties from collateral. So, yes, it was so much better. So, if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.